All right, juniors, let's look at week 13 for you guys. Apologies ahead of time for the upper section of this, which is still very bare. This is something this is a work in progress, these agendas, so I'm going to get some base material here and eventually next year, particularly get to really focus on these. But I apologize for that not being updated. Next year when you're seniors, it'll be a lot better. So this big blank spot here is going to be where this video I'm filming right now is going to go. That's kind of the plan, is to put the walkthrough right above the actual material for those of you who would like to have both versions. Now, for you guys this week, Monday's your work day. You're just going to work on your paraphrases. You just did an okay job on this for Thanatopsis, but remember, we walked through that one really closely together. I did notice several of you were doing like sections instead of the specific areas we highlighted. You would do have like 3 highlight sections and put 1 paraphrase. That's not what we're doing. I know that you may be able to, but that's not what we're doing right now. So remember, you have 3 poems: Contentment, The First Snowfall, and Burning Driftwood, that you need to put a 1-sentence paraphrase for each stanza. That's what you're working with, okay? There were a couple in Burning Driftwood, I think it was, that I told you could combine. But otherwise, and that's in the video, so you either do them step by step or you go back and check out the video and it tells you which ones you can combine. All right? Now, tomorrow, Tuesday, was supposed to be the day we took the test over the Devil and Tom Walker and the Fireside Poets. Because we've been out as long as we have, and because the honors class still has yet to finish the 2 poems that you guys did last week, we're going to delay that test until Wednesday. So Tuesday, you're going to start on the next unit. Tuesday is going to be the Minister's Black Veil, which is a complex work. And, a lot of people would say probably not the best one to use for my junior classes, but because it is in my AP book for the 12th grade. But you guys can handle this. I gave you a lot of notes. We're going to read through it. You're going to be fine. It's broken into 2 parts. So we'll do the first part on, on Tuesday, okay? Wednesday's your test. That's going to be, again, Washington Irving and the Fireside Poets. Same setup as always, about 17 multiple choice, 4 written questions. We're always going to stick with that as long as I can. Thursday is the first day of that project over that documentary, The Social Dilemma, that I mentioned we were going to do last week, but then we got hurricaned out. So we're going to just move it, which works out great. It's a 3-week project that gets us right up until Thanksgiving. So no big deal. That's going to work just fine. So you're going to be journaling on this, by the way, but that I don't have that set up yet. So I will get you the journaling thing. It will probably be on Monday of next week that I'll assign that to you. The journaling, there's going to be 3 sections because you have 3 sections we cover. There's 3 journal entries you're going to do. The 3 of them will add up to a test grade. So this is going to serve as kind of a secondary way to judge your writing. Because, of course, on Friday, we're still moving forward on your essays that are due the 13th of November. That is not this Friday, but the next one. No, actually, I think, did you guys have till then? Or is it? Yeah, November 13th. So that's when yours are going to be due. And in all honesty, I probably pushed yours a little later, but we'll talk about that in class, okay? So Friday, we're going to talk about outlines for your body paragraphs, which are simply just going to be a topic sentence and some bullet points on what you're going to include per paragraph. That's what we're going to look at. Several of you did not show me your intros, and you now have zeros for that. You guys have got to do this work. My class period is not a time for you to get caught up in other classes. It's to do my work. Once you complete mine, you can do other stuff. But those of you who are like, well, I've got something to do next period, I have to get it done, Mr. Morse, that I understand, but the problem is you're not going back and doing my work in other people's classes, and you're coming up with zeros on stuff that's going to hurt you. I don't know how your intros look for about 5 of you in the class. So now, you may have a terrible intro on your paper, and that's going to be a problem because I never got to fix it. It's going to cause you a bigger drop on a test grade. So you need to stay on top of this writing thing. I know it's not your favorite thing, any of you in the class. It doesn't matter. It's a skill you need for the next level of life, period. Okay, and you can argue with me that you don't all you want. The fact is that you're 16, 17-year-old kids. I'm a 42-year-old. I've lived a little longer than you. I've seen a little more than you. Just trust me, this is something that you at least need to be decent at. Okay, nobody's expecting you to be a writer. Nobody's expecting you to be, making millions off of books, although that would be awesome. What we are expecting is that you can put together a decent sentence, paragraph, and extended paper if necessary. All right, whether it's for college, those of you going on college, which remember, this is a college prep school. The goal here is that we anticipate you're all going to college. I know several of you told me you're not, but you're not the focal group here. It is a college prep school, so we're going to give you the skills needed for your time in college. Writing's useful in the real world too, though, so don't lie to yourself. So please stay on top of this. Some of you are doing a tremendous job on these so far. I would like to see that continue, okay? All right, well, guys, if you have any questions, feel free to shoot me an email, and I will get back with you on that very soon. So anyway, that's this week. Hopefully this quick run through is enough to kind of give you a guideline of what you need to do. So and hopefully this will be an uneventful week, except for, I mean, in class. I mean, I know we got an election this week that's going to rip our country into, but besides, hopefully that doesn't bleed into my classroom. So, all right, guys. Well, I will see you pretty soon. This is actually, I'm filming this at 6:15 on Monday morning, so it won't be too long before you'll be sitting in these chairs in here. So I'm looking forward to seeing you. I'm hoping you were all safe from the hurricane, and we will talk again soon.